I'm an average angler, but I have a passion for fishing. It's from my desire to share this passion with my two sons that comes a challenge to catch one of each sport fish species of Saskatchewan within the bountiful boundaries of our vast province. Welcome to 28 Fish. This is our story.
Well, here we are, August long weekend, doing an army tasking out in Wainwright, Alberta. Of course, bored, getting the itch to fish. Figured I'd make my way back to North Battleford, where the Battle River and the North Saskatchewan River join. And figured pretty good place maybe for some sauger, mooneye, whatever. I just haven't caught a fish in a while, so or have a chance to fish, I should say. So I'm pretty excited just to get onto anything. And what a cool spot. This is really, really wild. There's a series of trails through the trees here. It's it's like going to Fred Penner's place here. Old quad tracks, so deeply rutted that the undercarriage is rubbing. But just a wild little walk into here. There's a whole bunch of trails back here. So we're really hopeful that this will result in a new species. Let's see what happens. I always love to come into a new area that I've never been in before. I am pretty sure that this is a high brush cranberry, which I've never seen before. This is cool, really cool. Okay, so here we are. This is, I believe they call it the confluence. This is the Battle River, and this is the North Saskatchewan. Look at the current seams and the eddies. We've got a break-off point here. There has to be fish sitting here. So being on this tasking, I didn't really bring my fishing gear. I thought I wouldn't be fishing in Alberta. Came through North Battleford on the way in, and I thought, man, that'd be a perfect opportunity. So here it is. So I picked up another rod, just kind of a medium heavy. We're going up north here next week anyway, so we're gonna need something for lake trout like this and big jacks. And pretty well decided, grab some pickle rigs. I'm gonna do kind of on the top hook. I'm running a minnow just in case we hit sauger or mooneye, goldeye, that kind of thing. Even sturgeon, but worm on the bottom. Thinking about the sucker there in here, long-nosed sucker. It's one on the list. We'll see what happens. Had rod in the water for less than a minute and we were already getting some ticks. Just out in this dead spot, you can see there's quite a bit of eddy, lots of fast-flowing clearance from the North Saskatchewan here. There's kind of a counter current going on here where the Battle River hits here. Probably about 100 yards of dead water here that's just slowly swirling. Got a second good hit. Preferred bait so far. The worm is totally untouched, but the minnow is gone. And the last hit took the tail off. This other hit hard and fast took the minnow right off. So I'm going to switch them up to both minnows and see what happens here. I also decided to add a second little stinger hook. So just a little Snell number 8. Find treble hooks, as soon as they touch them, they don't want to hit the bait again. So anyway, since we had a tail hit, we'll see if that'll help. Well, that's the result. Little, probably 13-inch walleye. Looks like we got him with pretty much both hooks. Oh, he's eating the worm. Interesting. Okay. Fish number 1. Well, here's fish number 2. Had one I missed, and here I landed a nice little goldeye. So just because there's such a debate about mooneye versus goldeye, just having a look here. Fins seem to be relatively, this adipose is a little bit behind the anal fin, but I don't know, it's a beautiful specimen. Fish number 3, nice little walleye. Again on the worm. Worms 3, minnows zip. Well, just on my phone looking for a cool place to have lunch at North Battleford, thinking, it's getting pretty bright out. No clouds in the sky. Fish probably aren't gonna bite. Look at this. Nice big wally. This is a nicer fish. Definitely a nicer fish here. So a nicer walleye, probably maybe 2.5 pounds. I'd say he's about 20 inches or so. Pretty nice fish. Let's let him go. Go. Lots of life in him. That's a Pickerel, man. Come on, big guy, let's go. There he goes. Woo. It's funny watching these fish. They're always looking for the shore, feel to the deep. Cool, let's get another one. Oh, I love river fishing. You never know what you're gonna pull up. Just thinking about stopping for a bit here. All of a sudden, boom, big pull. Pull in the current. Up come, I saw the tail of a shark. I got a big sturgeon. Look at this guy. Not huge, but pretty big. Come back in the water here. Right.
The takeaway from this story, always bring your fishing gear, even if you think you're not going to be fishing. Another thing is to use Google Maps to find fishing areas before you get into there. I never fished that spot before, and it sure panned out. Look for structure, changes in structure, confluences, or transitions. Like I said, I really didn't expect to do as well as I did that afternoon, but it sure turned out because I did my research beforehand. Well, I hope it does for you too with these few tips from 28 Fish.